got it through in there. Bienvenidos, mi amigos, and welcome from the sunny beaches of South America. I'm Jonny Hernandez.
And I'm Tauna.
And welcome to Eclectic Knowledge.
Today we are going to be discussing some ingenious gadgets and the geniuses that are behind those gadgets.
Our first gadget today is a Rubik's Cube. Invented in 1974 by Erno Rubik, he drew his motivation and inspiration from his mother and father. His dad was a scientist and his mother an artist. Thus, we received the 3D puzzle with a lot of colors on it.
Next up is WD-40. We have Norm Larson to thank for this invention. He knew that in order to prevent rust, he needed to create water displacement. It took him 40 tries to get his formula correct, hence we have WD-40. An interesting side note is he did not get a patent on his product, thus resulting in no one knowing of the formula.
And now we're going to take a quick look at sugar and see a video that talks about the dangerous and sometimes reckless processes used to produce this product we use daily.
Refined sugar. But where did it come from? Meet Norbert Rieu, born in New Orleans in 1806. Rieu was the free son of a former Creole slave and a French engineer. In 1843, he patented the multiple effect vacuum pan evaporator, which revolutionized the process of refining sugar and saved the lives of many slaves forced to work on sugar plantations. Before Rieu's invention, sugarcane was refined by boiling sugarcane juice in a series of kettles, an expensive, inefficient, and deadly procedure. Rieu's evaporator used the heat from steam to evaporate water, eliminating the need to constantly switch the boiling juice from kettle to kettle. The heating process was more easily controlled, and as a result, the sugar crystals came out white instead of brown or black. With a single innovation, Rieu escalated sugar production, reduced the price, and transformed sugar into an affordable household staple.
Who knew that sugar used to be such a deadly process? And that's it for our segment on our ingenious gadgets. Today we have learned about the Rubik's Cube, WD-40, and refined sugar. We are now going to take a quick commercial break. Welcome back. We are now going to take a quick look at people's views on communication. Do you prefer to text, do things on Facebook, MySpace? What do you prefer? Let's find out.
I do not believe people need to text.
I'm really comfortable with like texting and email, like stuff that's, you know, textual. Verbal communication is I'm not like the most comfortable with, but like I can do it, sort of thing.
I'll text in class, I'll admit it, because I can't talk on the phone. And if it's just a quick, like, meet me here, or something like that. But if I want to have a conversation with someone, it's usually, I'll just say, like, meet me here, and then I'll speak with them.
Texting, I don't like to have conversations through texting, so I only text if I don't need a quick response.
Texting, I generally use texting when I'm, like if it's something quick, you know, like, do you want to hang out tonight, or...
As a sibling or a friend, I'll usually text.
I use texting a lot with my friends.
Texting? At first I was against it. I thought, you know, if I want to talk to somebody, just talk to them. But I found that it was a good way to communicate, especially with the youth.
From people's verbal communication, which I think is critical to the person's interactions with them. So I think it's detrimental when used too much.
Because it's like so much easier to like write things and stuff that it's harder for people to actually like talk to people and, you know, develop good communication skills.
Probably. I feel like people are a lot more bold when it comes to electronic communication, and so they will text or email or Facebook things that they wouldn't say face-to-face. And so when it comes to face-to-face, I feel like we're a lot less communicative than we were in the past because I think we're pansies, to be honest. I feel like we don't really say what we're thinking because there's so many other easier ways to say it.
I think some youth can let texting control them. So rather than them use texting as a tool to communicate, texting becomes habitual and it can...
Wow. So that was an interesting look. I know I prefer Facebook and texting over phone calls most of the time, but I guess I am not the only one. Well, that's our show for the day. Again, from South America, we appreciate you tuning in. I'm Jonny Hernandez.
And I'm Tauna.
Adios.
Adios.